Hey guys, so welcome back to our web development series courses videos. Now, in our video last time, we looked at how to, let's say, use IDs and classes in our HTML. In today's video, we'll be looking at text formatting in the HTML with CSS. So I think we have already treated text formatting using tags, so some like the U tags, the mark tag, and so on. So we'll be doing the same thing using CSS. So that's what we'll be doing in this video. Now, in text formatting, the following CSS properties can be used to format text. So some include the font family. So the font family is just the type of font, the font size being the size of the font, style being the italic, the bold, normal, and so on. Then the line height being the space between two text, like as in two lines of text. Then you can have color, like as in the color of the text. You can have the text aligning the text left, right, or center, or justify. Then you can have vertical align it vertically. Then you can also, let's say, do some decorations, something like the underline, strike through, and so on. They are all under text decoration, and the text transform will be our uppercase, lowercase, and so on. Okay, so let's see how we can apply them. So I think this video should be short since we have already done this in HTML. So what I can do is I can go to my VS Code. Now I have first example on the, can say text formatting. Okay, so text formatting with CSS. Okay, now that's actually my first one, my first P tag. Now I can, let's say, create a new, let me see if I have a star. It is let me see. Okay, think I have a style sheet there, so I can open the style sheet. Okay, then can here. Okay, now I can set an ID here like what we did the last time, ID being equal to, let's say, P tag. I can say P tag here. Okay, this should be double quote. Then I can go to style P tag, so I can look for P tag. Now since it's an ID, it should start with an hash symbol. Okay, then the first thing we can do will be our color. So we just do color. So that's the property of the CSS. So color, then the value. So maybe which color do you want? Maybe I want blue, semicolon closing. Okay, now I can run the code and see if it's working. So I can go here, double click and see. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think it didn't work. Why? Because we haven't linked our CSS to our HTML. So what we can do is inside your head, you can just do link, then rel being equal to style sheet. Okay, then our type should be text. So text /CSS. Then we can also have href being equal to, you know that the name is styled as the same directory. So the same directory. So we have our link there, our rel option there, type option there, href option there. So we have actually linked the style here right now. Okay, so I think we did this in, let's say, the introduction to a CSS, as in adding the CSS to our HTML. So let's see if it's working now. So I can go here and reload. Now you can see the text change from the black, which is the default, to the blue. Okay, so it's working. So we are done with the first property, which is the color property. You can also look at font size. Okay, so font size. So here I can just do font size here. So I go to my style.css, font size. Then I set it to maybe 60. Now 60 pixels. See, so no quotes. Then you can go here, then reload. Now you can see the text has increased. The font size of the text has increased. You can also do let me see, font style. Okay, so let's see, font style. Say font style. Now font style, you can just do italic here. Okay, that's cool. So I think VS Code will support you with the values of each property, so no need to worry. So you can see, okay, you can see first example on the text formatting with CSS, so it has been italicized. Then we can also look at some properties I wrote here. So you can look at text align. Okay, so I can align the thing as center. Okay, so text align, then I can say center. So you can see center. Now you can actually go here and reload. You can see it at the center. What can we do again? So there are lots. We can just do think text decoration. Now inside the text decoration, we can use the underline value, okay, for the text property. I can go back, VS Code, text decoration. So you can see there are a lot of varieties here. So that you can actually color it, So that's text decoration. Or you can go through, you can see, let me see. I think I should have underline. So I didn't see that, but underline is here. Okay, then you can just do a reload to actually see what's happening. So you can see text first example on the text. Now it has been underlined nicely. Okay, so I'm actually, let's say, formatting the text using CSS. There are a lot of let's say properties there to support text, but I won't go into my details right now. So I think the key ones are what I've illustrated. Now I can go do the last one, which will be the text transform. So text transform. Now text transform could be, let's say, a lowercase capitalized or something like you transforming the text. So capitalize. Now let's see what capitalize will do to the thing. You can see every first letter of each word has been capitalized. So that's what the capitalized do. Then you can also lower it or something. So yeah, I think that will be that for text formatting. Let me see the next. Yeah, that will be that for text formatting. And actually I gave you guys like an assignment to work your hands on, so it's very simple. You have a green header at the top underlined, then you have, let's say, a p tag, let's say, at the center, then you have a left one which is colored in red. I think it's self-explanatory, so I won't, let's say, discuss it right now. So that's that for IDs and classes, and we ended it with text formatting. So we combined the IDs and classes using CSS, like for text format. Okay, so I think that will be that for today's video. So just subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your